Hi everybody, hope you're okay. So in today's lesson, you're going to be looking at stratified sampling. Now we've talked about two different types of sampling. We've talked about stratified and random. So we're going to come back to random sampling, which is when you choose something, say we pick names out of a hat, or every 8th person. So it does have a rule, but it is still a random selection. Now a stratified sample is slightly different because you actually choose the number proportional to the groups of people that you've got. And hopefully that'll make more sense as I go through this example, okay? So all you do with a stratified sample is you don't actually have to choose the people or explain how a stratified sample works. But what you have to do is you have to say the number of people you're going to choose for your sample from each group. Okay, so let's have a look at this question. So this is the first question on the worksheet that I've left for you to do today. Okay, so what you'll need to do is you'll need to make sure that you've got the date, this title, stratified sample, and you need to make sure that you've copied down this example in your book. Okay. So it says this table shows information about the number of students in years 9, 10 and 11. Okay, so it says that there are 100 people in year 9, 50 people in year 10 and 50 people in year 11. The head teacher is going to survey some of the students about the school library. Explain why it is appropriate to take a stratified sample. So the reason that you have to take a stratified sample, because if you had the same number of pupils in each year group, you would say, well, if I want 30 students, I take 10 from each year group. Okay, but then that wouldn't, with this number in each year group, that wouldn't be right. You would need more from year 9 and then less in year 10, but then the same amount in year 11. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But so because there are more pupils in year 9, you have to take more of the sample from that year group, okay? Because proportionally, this one has more pupils in, okay? So let's say, for example, we wanted to take 20 students, okay? I would choose 10 from here, 5 and 5. Okay, that's how the sample would work. Okay, so if I try and write that in words, so part A, okay, explain why it's appropriate to take a stratified sample. Because there are a different number of pupils in each year group. You would need more pupils in the sample from year 9 because there are more pupils in that year group. Okay, right, so I hope that makes sense. Okay, now part B, so it says the head teacher takes a stratified sample of 40 students. Work out how many students would be surveyed from each year group. Okay, so in total I need to have 40 students. Okay, so this is how there's a method to it. It's really easy to work out. Okay, what I would do is I would set it up in a table. Okay, I would put the year groups down the side. So year 9, year 10, year 11. Okay, so and we're going to put the number of students in each group in a minute. Okay, so the way to work it out is we need to work out the total number of students altogether. Okay, so there's a total of 200 pupils. Okay, I hope we all get where I've got that from. Okay, so 100 plus 50 plus 50 is 200. So I know that we need 40 out of the 200 pupils. Okay, so that's the sample size we need, because it says here there are 40 students in the sample. Okay, and all I do is I multiply that portion of the sample by how many pupils are in the year group. Okay, so I can use my calculator to work it out if you want to today. I don't mind at all. Okay, and then I times by 100, so this gives me 20. So there'd be 20 pupils that I would choose from year 9. This is quite a nice example because they're nice numbers, and I'm going to talk to you about when it's not such nice numbers in a minute. Okay, so if you then looked at year 10, we're going to do 40 out of 200. So this part never changes, but this time I multiply by 50. Okay, and that will give me the answer of 10. The last one will be the same as year 11, as year 10. So the answer would be 10. To check that my sample is correct, I should add these together. So 20 plus 10 plus 10 gives me my 40. So I know I've got the right number of pupils in my sample. Now, when you do this, so this is a really nice, easy question. Okay, as you go through the questions that I've set you today, it might be that you end up with a decimal. Okay, you can't have 0.3 of a pupil. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to round appropriately. However, what might happen is you might end up with a total that's one off what you need because of the rounding. Okay, in that situation, you can, if it was, for example, 10.3, okay, and you'd rounded it to 10, but you were one short, you could round 10.3 to 11, okay? Now, all I want you to do today is practice, okay? So it's practice using this method. And what we'll do is we'll have a look at some examples next week when you end up with some decimals. I'm hoping that you do today so that you can have a little think about how that would work. So you would just basically manipulate the way that you would want them to round. Round them normally first of all, and then check at the end that they add up. If they don't add up, change one of the ones that's closest to either being rounded up or rounded down. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Have a go at the questions. I'm sure you will be fabulous today. Make sure that you've copied this down, please, in your book, and then you can have a go at the rest of the questions. Be good. I probably won't see you Tuesday. I'm not back in till Wednesday now, okay? So have a nice weekend, and I will do another video for you for Tuesday. Bye, guys.